Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video, we're going to take a look at Euro Yen as we could be seeing a little bit of a build up in contracts. So what I'm talking about really is if we bring in the strength and weakness chart, why are we looking at sort of Euro Yen in the first place? Now, Euro hasn't really been doing much lately and could be considered to be a currency that is neither weak or strong. It's just kind of holding its own at the moment. It's just kind of staying in the same position. Nothing really happening with that currency, but we can look at the individual currencies against it. And at the moment, the yen is something that is quite interesting because it is in a reversal position, and we can see that it's at -6 and it could potentially reverse. It was getting weaker. What I particularly would look for is if this week was -6 and it gained maybe to sort of -4 and it gained a couple of places. That would really be something I'd really then focus into. But looking at Euro Yen, price is pulling back and it's pulling back into the weekly point of control area. And what I noticed was price was actually coming back and we're forming this consolidation just through here. Now typically when price does this, it means that the institutions are battling to, you know, build orders essentially. And what's the importance of these areas is the breakout. So if we were to, for instance, get a breakout to the upside, then we would likely see a retest of this structure for then a rally higher. Okay, if we get a breakout to the downside, we'd likely see a retest of structure and then a break to the downside. Now I'm favoring more the break to the downside in this situation just because price is now trending down. So we actually looked at buying Euro Yen last week in here. It rallied up, ended up taking profits in and around this rotation here because, again, when price consolidates in these patterns, typically the market will then look for areas within this area to get short to the downside depending on the trend. And the market came down, unfortunately rallied up, didn't quite get to the full targets which were sitting above these highs just in here, but ended up did rally and back into this area and ended up just cutting the trade at that point. But the market then fell away further and came back down. And now it's in this rotation here or in this range here. And typically in ranges, the market is just basically setting up for a breakout. It's either going to break to the downside, like I said, or to the upside. And whichever way we should be looking for. Now, the only reason I say it could break to the downside is because we have a point of control down here at 126.26. Now we know that typically this is the most traded level of last week. So if it's the most traded level of last week, again, it's where the institutions have been doing business in the market. What are they likely to do? Well, sometimes they're likely to come and test that point. And because price is trending down towards this area, I'm expecting price to hit this 126.26 area. Now obviously what it does after that, we have to wait. Does it reject it? Does it bounce and break it and retest it? That's a different situation to look for. But at the moment, the yen is starting to produce a tiny bit of strength at the moment. We obviously have to keep an eye on the stock markets as well. But what I'm really going to be keeping an eye on Euro Yen is this breakout of this tight trading range that we're in. Breakout to the upside, look for a retest for longs. Breakout to the downside, look for the market to head towards this 126.26 level. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.